Have you ever sat down to practice for the AI-900 exam, worked through questions, and still felt unsure whether you truly understand the material or just got lucky? In this video, you will face 10 carefully chosen practice questions covering key AI-900 exam domains. Stay until question 10 because it is the trickiest question in the entire set, and it catches out even the most prepared candidates. Let's find out right now how many you can get correct. Welcome to Skills on Cloud. If you are preparing for Microsoft certification exams, this channel is built for you. Subscribe now and hit the bell so you never miss a new practice set. A subscribe countdown is on your screen right now. Before we dive into the questions, here is a quick overview of the AI-900 exam. The exam has a passing score of 700 out of 1,000. It covers 5 main domains. Artificial intelligence workloads and considerations make up 15 to 20%. Fundamental principles of machine learning on Azure make up 20 to 25%. Computer vision workloads on Azure make up 15 to 20%. Natural language processing workloads on Azure make up 15 to 20%. And conversational artificial intelligence workloads on Azure make up 15 to 20%. Today's 10 questions are drawn from across all 5 domains, so this is a well-rounded warm-up. Let's get started. Question 1 of 10. A retail company wants to automatically tag products in images uploaded by customers. Which type of artificial intelligence workload best describes this scenario? Option A, natural language processing. Option B, computer vision. Option C, knowledge mining. Option D, conversational artificial intelligence. Take a moment to think about this. The correct answer is B, computer vision. Computer vision workloads involve analyzing and interpreting visual content such as images and videos. Automatically tagging products in images is a classic computer vision task. Natural language processing deals with text and speech. Knowledge mining extracts insights from large volumes of unstructured data such as documents. Conversational artificial intelligence powers chatbots and virtual assistants. Remember this keyword trigger. If the question involves images or video, think computer vision. Question 2 of 10. Which of the following Microsoft Responsible Artificial Intelligence principles focuses on ensuring that artificial intelligence systems treat all people fairly and do not discriminate based on personal characteristics such as race or gender? Option A, reliability and safety. Option B, privacy and security. Option C, fairness. Option D, accountability. Think carefully. The correct answer is C, fairness. The fairness principle ensures artificial intelligence systems do not reinforce biases or discriminate against individuals based on characteristics like race, gender, or age. Reliability and safety focuses on consistent performance and avoiding harm. Privacy and security relates to protecting user data. Accountability means that humans remain responsible for artificial intelligence decisions. Key memory trigger, fairness equals equal treatment for all groups. Question 3 of 10. A data scientist trains a model using labeled data where each record is tagged as either spam or not spam. What type of machine learning is being used? Option A, unsupervised learning. Option B, reinforcement learning. Option C, supervised learning. Option D, semi-supervised learning. Consider the options carefully. The correct answer is C, supervised learning. In supervised learning, the training data includes labeled examples. The model learns to map inputs to known outputs. Spam detection with pre-labeled examples is a textbook supervised classification problem. Unsupervised learning finds patterns in unlabeled data. Reinforcement learning trains agents through trial, error, and rewards. Semi-supervised uses a mix of labeled and unlabeled data. Key tip: labeled training data always means supervised learning. Question 4 of 10. A developer wants to extract key phrases, detect language, and analyze sentiment from customer reviews. Which Azure Artificial Intelligence service should they use? Option A, Azure Cognitive Search. Option B, Azure Language Service. Option C, Azure Bot Service. Option D, Azure Form Recognizer. Take your time. The correct answer is B, Azure Language Service. Azure Language Service provides natural language processing capabilities, including key phrase extraction, language detection, and sentiment analysis. Azure Cognitive Search is used to index and search large volumes of content. Azure Bot Service builds conversational agents. Azure Form Recognizer extracts data from structured documents and forms. Memory Hook. Language tasks like sentiment and phrases belong to the Azure Language Service. Question 5 of 10. What term describes a large language model generating text that appears factually correct but is actually false or fabricated? Option A, overfitting. Option B, prompt injection. Option C, hallucination. Option D, underfitting. Think about what you know about large language models. The correct answer is C, hallucination. Hallucination refers to when a generative artificial intelligence model produces output that sounds plausible but is factually incorrect or entirely made up. Overfitting is when a model performs well on training data but poorly on new data. Prompt injection is a security attack where malicious instructions are hidden in input text. Underfitting is when a model fails to learn patterns in training data. Key trigger: fabricated facts from artificial intelligence equals hallucination. Pause for a second. How many have you got right so far? Drop your score out of 5 in the comments below right now. 0 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Anywhere in between, I want to see it. It helps me know which topics to focus on in future videos, and it keeps you accountable. Now let's tackle the second half. Question 6 of 10. Which feature of Azure Machine Learning allows data scientists to visually build machine learning pipelines without writing code? Option A, Azure Databricks. Option B, Automated Machine Learning. Option C, the Designer. Option D, Compute Clusters. Take a moment. The correct answer is C, the Designer. The Azure Machine Learning Designer is a drag-and-drop visual interface that lets users build, test, and deploy machine learning models without writing code. Automated machine learning, often called AutoML, automatically trains and tunes models but uses code or a wizard-based approach rather than a drag-and-drop canvas. Azure Databricks is a separate Apache Spark-based analytics platform. Compute clusters provide the processing power behind training runs. Memory Hook, drag-and-drop pipeline builder equals the Designer. Question 7 of 10. A security company wants to detect whether employees are wearing hard hats on a construction site in real time using video feeds. Which Azure service is most appropriate? Option A, Azure Face Service. Option B, Azure Custom Vision. Option C, Azure Video Indexer. Option D, Azure Content Moderator. Think through each option carefully. The correct answer is B, Azure Custom Vision. Azure Custom Vision allows you to train a custom image classification or object detection model. Detecting whether a specific item, in this case a hard hat, is present in images requires a custom-trained object detection model. Azure Face Service specializes in detecting and recognizing human faces. Azure Video Indexer extracts insights like transcripts and topics from video, but is not designed for real-time object detection. Azure Content Moderator screens content for inappropriate material. Key hook, detecting specific custom objects in images or video equals Azure Custom Vision. Question 8 of 10. An airline chatbot must understand a passenger asking, "Book me a flight to London next Friday," and determine that the intent is to book a flight, with the destination as London and the date as next Friday. Which Azure service is designed to extract intents and entities from natural language input? Option A, Azure Text Analytics. Option B, Azure Translator. Option C, Azure Language Understanding, also known as CLU. Option D, Azure Speech Service. Take your time before selecting. The correct answer is C, Azure Language Understanding, also known as Conversational Language Understanding, or CLU. It is specifically designed to identify intents and extract named entities from conversational text, making it ideal for chatbot and virtual assistant scenarios. Azure Text Analytics handles sentiment, key phrases, and named entity recognition in general text. Azure Translator handles language translation. Azure Speech Service converts spoken audio to text. Memory Hook, intents plus entities from conversational text equals conversational language understanding. Question 9 of 10. A hospital deploys an artificial intelligence model to assist with patient diagnoses. Doctors are unable to understand why the model recommends a particular diagnosis, and the hospital has no way to explain the model's reasoning to patients. Which responsible artificial intelligence principle is most at risk of being violated? Option A, fairness. Option B, reliability and safety. Option C, inclusiveness. Option D, transparency. Think carefully about each principle. The correct answer is D, transparency. Transparency requires that artificial intelligence systems are understandable and that their decision-making can be explained to stakeholders. When a model cannot explain its reasoning, especially in high-stakes domains like healthcare, the transparency principle is violated. Fairness would relate to bias against patient groups. Reliability and safety covers consistent and safe performance. Inclusiveness ensures artificial intelligence benefits all people. Key trigger: if humans cannot explain artificial intelligence decisions equals transparency is missing. Question 10 of 10, and this is the trickiest question in the set, so concentrate. A data scientist builds a model to predict the exact number of units a product will sell next month. A second data scientist builds a model to predict whether a customer will churn, yes or no, in the next 30 days. Which statement correctly categorizes both models? Option A, both are classification models. Option B, the first is regression, the second is classification. Option C, the first is classification, the second is regression. Option D, both are regression models. Now here is where many candidates go wrong. Read each option carefully before answering. The correct answer is B, the first is regression and the second is classification. Regression models predict a continuous numerical value, such as the exact number of units sold. Classification models predict a discrete category or label, such as yes or no, churned or not churned. The trick here is that predicting a number sounds like it could be classification if you confuse count with category. Always ask yourself, is the output a number on a continuous scale, which means regression, or is it a label from a fixed set, which means classification? Remember, regression equals a number, classification equals a category. So how did you go? Post your final score out of 10 in the comments below. I read every single one. If you scored 9 or 10, incredible work. If you found question 10 tricky, do not worry, most people do. That is exactly why it is in there. Now here is the big question. Put a final score out of 10 in there. Now here is the big question. In part 2 of this series, we are going deep on machine learning fundamentals, including the difference between supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning, and how Azure automated machine learning actually works under the hood. If clustering algorithms and training pipelines sound intimidating right now, part 2 will change that. Subscribe so you do not miss it. A 10-second subscribe countdown is on your screen right now. I will see you in part 2.